we've got a rain situation. Problem is, the weather in the Carolinas for this coming weekend in the area that I'm going to be in actually looks worse than the weather that I just had in Alabama this past weekend.
Oh, it's gonna be cold out there though.
Got the phone call, and today's games are canceled. Hey y'all, welcome back to Life After 55. This is Joseph. So the last we spoke, I believe I was leaving Vortex Springs and on my way to Dothan, Alabama, getting ready to umpire a softball tournament this weekend. Well, the exciting life of an umpire, this is it. Living in a hotel room. Just about every weekend, I will be in a hotel room somewhere waiting to see if games are going to play. And it just so happens that right now, we've got a rain situation. We don't know what the fields are going to look like. We were supposed to have games starting this morning. That didn't happen. Looks like the first game now isn't going to start until 4 o'clock. So hotel life it is. Well, a quick little update. I don't really know what's going on in the hotel life. You know, things happen. And right now I don't have a TV. There's no signal. And then I went to the restroom and tried to turn on the sink. And there's no water. So who knows what's going on right now. I'm going to have to contact them and find out what the situation is. It's not due to the storm because it's not storming outside, at least not in this general area. So yeah, about to make a phone call and figure out what's going on. Umpire life, hotel life. Well, in addition to no water and no signal on the TV, I'm going to assume that the internet signal, the Wi-Fi, is the same company that runs their satellite or cable or whatever the TV is, because there's also no internet service. There's no Wi-Fi coming into the hotel. Called the desk and they said, yeah, we left a note under the door saying the water would be shut off at 8:30. Yep, nope. No note under my door. No TV. No Wi-Fi. Hey y'all. Well, I am back from Alabama, or actually I should say Florida. Although Sunday looked promising to umpire in Alabama, the fields that we were supposed to use, they were a no-go. So we went down to Florida, found a field down there, actually 3 fields down there to call some ball games. We actually got 2 games in on one field, 3 games in on another field. And when my game was over, I went ahead and I headed back north. Took me about 6.5 hours to get back home. Yeah, you know, that's just the way it goes. The weather was not working with us last weekend. So this coming weekend looks like I'm heading up to the Carolinas. This is going to be a Division I tournament. We'll be starting on Friday and ending on Sunday. And when that's over with, I'll be heading back here to Nashville again. Because the following weekend, I'm back in Alabama, somewhere in the North Alabama area. Problem is, the weather in the Carolinas for this coming weekend in the area that I'm going to be in actually looks worse than the weather that I just had in Alabama this past weekend. So I don't know if you guys have any anti-rain, anti-snow dances you could do, but it would be appreciated because it is just not looking promising.
Well, I made it to the ball field. I don't know if you can see my breath or not. I definitely can. Oh, it's gonna be cold out there though. Ah, goodness gracious. All right, I need to run, and I'll talk at you when the games are over.
Well, good morning. Kind of. Last night's games went off without a hitch for the most part. I say for the most part because my partner had the first game behind the plate and I had the second. His game went 9 innings. Made it for a little bit of a long evening. Even though it was 9 innings, it was a relatively quick game for 9 innings, but still 9 innings is a longer game, which pushed the second game further back. It was a chill out there for sure. Woke up this morning about 7:30. Waiting for a phone call at 9 o'clock to see what today's games have in store for us. Supposed to do a doubleheader today as well. Got the phone call, and today's games are canceled. Like last Saturday, no games. So here I am. I am in my hotel room. Yes, this is my hotel room. The Umpire Life. Living in a hotel room. There are many hotel rooms like it, but this one is mine. Because today, that's the forecast for all day. Well, it's Sunday, and we're not supposed to start until noon. But we got the call and said, hey, get here as quick as you possibly can. They want to play because we do have rain expected to come in. They want to get as much played as they possibly can before the rain comes in. So we packed up quick, got out of the hotel, and we're here in our dressing room. And when I say dressing room, this is the Ump Life. Yep, it's a bathroom. That's where we get dressed. Better than some.
And there we have it. We got 6 innings done on the first game, and we called it due to bad field conditions. So in this game, the coaches determine whether or not the field is suitable to play to start the game. But once the game's turned over to us, it's our decision whether the field is playable or not. We tried to get a full game in, pretty much knowing we weren't going to get the second game in, but we tried to get the first game completely in, but we could not. The pitchers were slipping. They were having a problem planting their foot down. The shortstops were having a problem because the water just came and started to puddle up. We had puddles in left field, puddles in right field. It was just a no-go. We had to call it for safety since. And the weather's not gonna get any better. You can see it's just it's wet and raining, and it's gonna continue, and it's gonna continue on for the next few hours. So there was no getting better. So that's it. Now I've got a 6.5 hour drive to get back to Nashville, and from what I hear, the roads were icy today, and there was accidents on the road. So this 6.5 hour trip might take me longer than 6.5 hours. I've got to go slow. I've got to go safe, and if need be, and it gets too bad, I'll just have to find some place to pull over. Even if I have to get a room for the night, you know, that's what I'll have to do if need be. The car is packed, and I'm on my way to North Alabama. It's a Sunday, and I was supposed to have softball games Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Thanks to the weather, Mother Nature and these snowstorms that showed up. Games got pushed from Friday through Sunday to just Saturday and Sunday, then to just Sunday and Monday, and then to Monday and Tuesday. So you got to be flexible in this game, this sport of officiating, an outdoor sport that is played specifically on the dirt. Bad weather forces a lot of things to happen, as you've seen in previous videos where we got rained out. That's just the nature of our beast. But like I said, the car is packed, the gear is in, the clothes are in, and I am on my way to North Alabama, pumped up, ready to get out back onto the ball field and start calling some games. Yeah, it's gonna be a lonely year not being able to go out and enjoy a meal or enjoy a drink with the crew, especially after the games. Always after the games, we always find some place to go out and talk about the game. I mean, it's also a good time to discuss what we saw in the games. Like tomorrow's gonna be a doubleheader, so you know, my crew chief will be on the plate for the first game, I'll be on the plate for the second game, and it's a good time to talk about what we saw, you know, with each other, what we thought our zones were, you know, if we were missing low pitches or something, or if we had some plays that were questionable. You know, you only get better by continuing to learn, and you learn by critiquing yourself and critiquing your partners. And I mean, we can still do that once we get to the room. You know, we can video chat, or we can call or whatever and talk, and we will, because we're always looking to get better. But not the same as going out and having a meal together and hanging out at the room and maybe watching the game together inside somebody's room. We won't be able to do that. So anyway, gotta go check into the hotel, and don't know if I'll be back on tonight or tomorrow, so we'll see. I'm feeling pumped up right now. Got a good breakfast in me and got a couple hours to relax before it's time to get dressed and head to the ball field. If you look at the skies, the rain has stopped. We had a little bit of rain earlier this morning, but it's stopped. We got some blue skies, we got some clouds, and it looks like we're gonna get 2 ball games in today. I'm starting out on first base. This is a Division I tournament, so we're working with 3 umpires, and I'll be starting off on first base for the first game, and then I'll be moving into the plate for the second game, and then tonight, you know, we'll come back to the hotel room. We'll one way or another talk about the games, either on a phone call, a Zoom call, or one way or another. We'll sit down, we'll talk about the games, discuss what we saw that we liked, discuss what we saw that we think we might be able to improve on, discuss any rulings on any plays that might have taken place, standard post-game stuff that we do. I don't think we're going to have any footage to actually watch the game, and then it'll be a good night's sleep. It'll be checking out of the hotel in the morning, heading back to the ball field tomorrow for the final game, and then the drive back to Tennessee. This is the ump life. This is what we do. Hotel living, ball field living, and traveling. All right, well, made it to the ball field. This mast doesn't stay up very well. But yeah, followed my partners here because I didn't know where the field was, but we made it here. And if you see my other video, you saw me talk about the changing rooms that we have, conditions that we have. Well, get a load of this one. The door doesn't open up very well because they got a table sitting right there where the door opens up. Got 1 bathroom stall, 2 bathroom stalls, 3 bathroom stalls, And this is where 3 of us are going to be changing. So you never know what to expect in these situations. I've never been to this school before, and well, I've been to some junior colleges that have better changing rooms for their umpires, and this is a D1 school. So again, this is the ump life. You just never know. You just go with the flow, and you never know what it's going to be like. And so you make the best of it. You find the room and do what you have to do. My room will be in here. That's my bag. There's my clothes. Extra bag with some things, and yep, this is going to be my change area right in here.